Now we're going to take a look at a very common move, one that most of you have seen. It's been described as a WWE move or a backyard wrestling move. We're going to look at the head scissor. Not one of the fan favorites. A lot of people like doing it, but no one likes it having done to them. It's usually because it turns into a face crank, and a lot of times people will look at each other or look at this move specifically as a cheesy move, one that you would tap to because you don't want to be injured, but in competition I would never really tap to that. Well, that's because they're not really doing it technically. Let's take a look at a way to do this where it's not a neck crank, it's not a face crank, it's a choke, but a technical one. All right, let's take a look. Okay, continuing with that north-south chain of submissions. All right, we looked at the Kimura, we looked at the tie-off. Let's look at the head scissor. My head is in again, all of that same stuff, bottom low. I get out to the side, I push him up. This is the important part, guys. You see, I'm keeping my head tight. I don't want his hands to come in and connect. So I keep nice and tight there, I open, nice tight squeeze, and I act like I'm going to Kimura him because I want to. Now, I am going to fall to the side, but as I fall to the side, I'm going to start turning that leg in. One of the things that's going to help you is to view this a little bit more like a triangle, okay? My knees are up here at the chest, and as I fall down to the side, I'm going to let my leg turn in. It's very important that that leg turns in because I need to scoop the neck and lift the chin. Turn just a little bit, right here. So you'll see that this leg has to be the top leg. I can't go this way. It takes pressure off the neck. All right. So when I come here and I start to fall, you'll see this leg comes down, and I'm going to scoop it back, almost like a triangle. I'm going to triangle my legs here. Now from here, I'm going to start to straighten my legs and get the submission. It's important that I started with my shin over top of the bicep. I said that was important in an earlier video. This is why. If I want to squeeze the chest and I let my knees slide all the way up, you can get nothing but throat, all right, or a choke. If I start down here and I start to go to squish on his face, you're not going to make any friends that way. So when I'm here and this leg comes back, you can see that this scoops, my leg bends, and I'm underneath. Now I'm going to start to straighten. And you can feel a pressure with your knees coming in. Now it's terrible, all right? It doesn't feel good. John can attest to that. But it's not that face crank, illegitimate stuff that you're going to see all the time. There are some great versions of this that I've seen taught that make your neck feel like it's going to explode, some neck cranks. This should not give you that feeling. It's going to be very dependent on squeezing with your knees, starting on the chest, when you scoop that leg before you fall, and then making sure that it's about lifting that chin. If I can't lift their chin, if I don't feel their neck snugly on the back of my knee, guys, I'm not going to do this. I don't usually do it to my students anyway, but hey, you know, competition, let's go for it. Head in, elbows through, all that same happy jazz. Look, head tight, open, nice and tight here, and I'm bringing my knee over so that my shin is on that bicep. I lock this up. Now he grabs a hold of something, right? My A-game move will be the Kimura, all right? I want to tie off the other video. I can't see anything over here to grab a hold of that's easy. Hey, I don't got a lot of time, all right? So I'm going to scoop that foot in. You look how I fell to the side a little bit, and I crossed my foot over. Turn just a little bit. Watch my feet again. You see how I scooped here. Now when I start to fall, here we are, I'm going to scoop that head right here, all right? I am keeping pressure down with my knee at the same time as I scoop, and I almost have a little bit of a triangling effect here. Don't try to finish here. The power is in straightening those legs, and then I'm going to squeeze my knees together as I straighten my ankles away. Very frustrating move. Again, you probably won't make many friends with it, but hey, it works really well. Head in, bottom up, elbows through. I change my angle, I push them up. Look at how I open that doorway. I'm here, I open, I drop that knee. Control, look at this foot. I scoop it underneath the head, I control, I fall to the side. I'm scooping, controlling, and straightening. If I don't feel their chin lift, I'm not going to do this move. Head in, bottom up, elbows through. Bottom low, off to the side, control, up, open that door, control. Right, from here, squeezing, bringing that ankle through, and I fall to the side. I'm scooping. As I fall to the side, I'm never, ever, ever going to let go of this grip. If I get here and I do straighten my legs, I can't get it. I'm not being technical, that's okay. I'm going to let go with my legs. I need the ability to be able to turn back in and I never let go of this. Never abandon a Kimura grip, all right? I don't want to say never, but try not to abandon it. It's a very, very technical position, a very strong position, and it has so many options off of it. Usually, I let go of a Kimura grip when they tap, not when position goes bad. So check it out, try it out. Don't tell people you learned it from me, because it's not a move that's going to make me many friends.